The night Vallejo changed forever started like any other. The streets were quiet, fog rolling in from the bay, muting the distant hum of traffic. But inside her apartment on 14th Street, Renia Lewis was gone. One moment she had been scrolling through her phone, leaving messages to friends. The next, silence swallowed her. Detective Marla Simmons arrived within the hour. She moved through the apartment, senses sharpened, noticing the slight disturbances. A chair out of place, a faint scuff mark on the wooden floor, the way the window latch was slightly ajar. Her gut screamed something was wrong. Outside, neighbors watched from dimly lit windows, whispers carrying fear into the cold night air. As the search began, strange messages appeared on friends' phones. Cryptic texts, Cash App requests from unknown numbers. Investigators chased every lead, rushing to abandoned warehouses, derelict streets, and empty parking lots in the dead of night, only to find nothing but shadows. Each false lead heightened tension. Every unlit alley felt like a trap. Then came the tip. A local delivery driver reported seeing a man dragging a large box into a shed behind Shaw's residence. Detectives moved quickly, flashlights cutting through the darkness. Inside the shed, they discovered a hidden entrance, a false wall concealing an attic. Heart pounding, Marla pried open the door, revealing a cramped space cloaked in darkness. The horror inside confirmed every fear. Renia's remains. Douglas Irwin Shaw was arrested in a flurry of flashing lights and shouting commands. He was cornered in his filthy, hoarder-like home, resisting arrest only briefly before the weight of evidence left him silent. Forensics swarmed the property, documenting every detail. Digital footprints, messages, and financial transactions painted a portrait of a man living a double life, a predator hidden in plain sight. But the story wasn't over. Investigators discovered Shaw had hidden other clues. Boxes marked with dates, notebooks filled with cryptic references, and traces of movement that suggested he had been planning meticulously for months. The detectives realized they had only uncovered the tip of a terrifying iceberg. Meanwhile, Vallejo itself became a labyrinth of paranoia. Streets emptied at dusk, shadows seemed alive, and every sound, a dog barking, a branch snapping, the distant rumble of a car, felt like a threat. Parents clutched their children, neighbors peered from behind curtains, and even the bravest residents moved with caution. The town had learned that evil could be ordinary, invisible, and deadly. The investigation escalated into a tense game of pursuit and near misses. Detectives chased leads through abandoned warehouses at night, caught glimpses of Shaw lurking just out of reach, and barely escaped dangerous confrontations with a man who seemed always one step ahead. In one heart-stopping moment, Marla followed a faint trail of footprints into a fog-drenched alley, only to find it empty. Shaw had vanished again, leaving only the echo of terror. The courtroom became a stage for collective grief and fury. Renia's family faced Shaw with courage, demanding justice amid a sea of reporters and flashing cameras. Each revelation, the cryptic messages, the false trails, the hidden attic, sent shivers through the room. Advocacy groups highlighted domestic violence, mental health, and the dangers of living with unseen threats, while the town followed every word with bated breath. Even after Shaw was sentenced, Vallejo remained changed. Streets were quieter, vigilance heightened, and the foggy nights carried a lingering sense of unease. Candlelit memorials dotted the town, shrines to a life stolen too soon. Neighbors watched over one another, and the community developed programs focused on safety, awareness, and mental health. Yet, shadows of the vanished refused to fade. Every dark corner, every creaking floorboard, every alley left unlit in the fog held the memory of terror. Residents swore they could hear whispers, a faint echo of Renia's presence warning them that danger could hide anywhere, even in the most familiar places. Vallejo had survived the horror, but the town, and everyone who called it home, would never forget. Renia Lewis was gone, but the echoes of her disappearance reverberated through every street, every home, every heart in Vallejo. A chilling reminder that darkness is patient, relentless, and often invisible.